You are now listening to PissCast, nigga.
Welcome to the Piss Roll Podcast, featuring Robert.
Hey, what's up? Hey.
Nick.
Hey!
Chalik. Chris.
Oh, kissy.
And me, Cyber the Racist. So,
You're
what's on the agenda today, boys?
Nothing.
Talk about
Absolutely
how
nothing.
Chad moves, masturbatory habits, and
Masturbatory.
That's
our
a
rape
given.
victim.
Let's talk about how it took us 4 times to start this podcast.
That's actually, you know what?
Let's
Okay, yeah.
tell the chat of our shortcomings. Nick, you're balding in your 40s.
Oh, I'm balding in my
6 years old.
40s.
Penis as big as a bridge. All right, good. Chris, attractive.
Thank you.
Cyberracist.
Robert.
Very Swedish.
Robert.
Thank you.
Me.
What do you-
Gamer. Boomer. Likes Quake Free. Drinks Monster. Nearly died yesterday. Let's go.
Oh yeah, actually, we can ask you fucking about that, Robert. Why
What
the
do you
fuck
mean
did
nearly?
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on, Nick.
basically, I drank like 3 monsters in the span of like 10 minutes. I go jack off because I'm bored. I got nothing else to do, so I'm like, oh wait, I didn't realize how long I jacked off for. So I like jacked off for more than 4 hours. Cause
No, you didn't. That's a lie.
No.
There's
Hero.
no way.
no, you're not. Let me finish. So then I'm like, oh shit, I'm really lightheaded. I'm fucking cold because of fucking what the shit I've done. So I go out to take a piss. I'm like, yeah, taking my piss, and I fall forward into the wall, and I'm just fucking convulsing up against the wall. Luckily,
No.
here's the 2 upsides. I didn't fall backwards and get killed, and I didn't piss myself. So I pissed into the bowl. So to be honest, convulsing me can piss better than drunk me. So we don't know what we
You know
want.
what?
Hero.
You know
Yo,
what?
imagine walking into like the restroom and just seeing this dude just twigging out as he's like perfectly aiming into the bowl.
Just
Wait,
imagine
so why did you drink 3 monsters, dude? That can actually
10.
10. No, we said
No, I said
3.
4 monsters.
Oh, I
in
thought it was
10
14.
That can kill you.
What?
Like
I know. It nearly did.
Down it with
Robert,
some
You're a
Powerade.
fucking idiot. Why? Listen, I quite literally at one point during an entire day drank 7 monsters. I don't drink 4 in 10 minutes. Like that was literally you chugging 4 monsters,
Looks like
one
somebody's
after
a boomer.
another. I am a boomer. I'm a self-admitted
Oh my God,
boomer.
about that, bro.
Listen, look at that. Okay, I will be fully honest, right? If you have ever seen an image of me, I have a fading hairline. I always wear beanies. I look like a fucking body type as fat white man, and I
Yeah.
will not look good in my 30s.
Hold on.
This-
Anyone who has a hair condition and wears beanies, you're a faggot.
I am a self-admitted faggot for doing that.
Are you telling it to those one dudes that did the movie about the guy with cancer?
No, I'm
whose
talking
buddy
about those
shit-
faggots that like sit in like either your college class or your high school class.
Oh, yeah,
They're
I
sitting
did-
there. They're trying to act cool. They're the big guy. They're trying to act all tough. They're trying to bully kids, and then they're trying to hide the fact that I have so many insecurities behind that fucking gay beanie where they have like a fucking.
You know
some
what?
disease.
Yeah.
You know what? You are completely right about that. I have met so many people that hide their insecurities because A, they wear a cap, or B, they wear a beanie.
Listen,
I am one of those
beanie?
people.
Listen,
A beanie.
guys. Starbucks is my mecca.
What the hell does that mean? That's disgusting.
Chris is
I go to-
ironically the white woman of the group, by the way.
Yeah, like ironically, despite the fact that he is like the like racial equivalent of like porridge, like he's essentially what-
he's chunky where it matters.
Yo, no, porridge is too nice. You could have called him cream of wheat. Something.
Oh damn, that's so big! Imagine having that in your mouth.
Can we have
That's
like a
so
fucking
big.
advertisement where
That's
it's
what
just
it's like
me?
eating out a white girl, though.
I remember as a kid they had like they had to get kids to eat cream of wheat, so they had SpongeBob themed cream of wheat that was chocolate flavored. I never got to try it.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
bro. No, but you know, like the historic like cream of wheat fucking advertisements in America where they'd have like a black dude holding up a whiteboard, like spelling out stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about? So like
Yeah.
because they wanted fucking people. They didn't want you to be too smart. They didn't want black people to be too smart because then you get fucking lynched. So if you had this fucking advertisement, so they would teach
Oh
you.
my
It would teach you how
God.
to be just smart enough so that you could fucking vote. Like you could write it down enough stuff to vote, but nobody would fuck you up. So can we get me on one of those adverts?
What does that got to
Holding
do
up
with
the-
cream of wheat?
It's a cream of wheat advertisement.
Why would voting have anything to do with the cream of wheat advertisement?
Because that's what they did. It was a fucking like it was
Okay,
a power play for
Nick,
black
Nick.
people.
No, not Nick. Fucking Chris. You are literally admitting to just like wanting racism back.
No,
Wait. Yeah, because you want to be in one of those commercials. You
I thought it'd be
said
really
that.
funny.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
No, it was
in other news,
I think you guys are misrepresenting. It was made by black people for black people. It was like a fucking. It was made for them to be
Wait,
able
how
to
is that
pass
made-
shit.
So it's blaxploitation for the black.
Yes, it's blaxploitation by black people that is racist to black people made by black people. That's still racist.
No.
Hey, in other
Okay,
news, the Daddy05 has started Twitch streaming again. You guys hear about that?
No,
Wait, really?
No. He's totally got like that 2003 like goatee going on. You can see
You want
it.
to just
like if
shave it off of his face?
Yeah, I want to just rip off the skin. Like, have you guys ever seen those skinned alive animal videos?
Oh God, no.
Oh, damn.
Like, okay, like actually, like I'm gonna live up to my name here. I fucking hate China. I hate China so fucking much.
Yes.
Oh, come on,
Podcast
Cyber.
is anti-Chinese.
No.
You're Chinese.
Listen.
No,
no.
Robert.
Podcast. We will
Listen,
hunt
no,
you
no,
down.
listen,
I
listen,
I can't attest to that. What the hell are you doing?
listen. Okay, let's tone down. Hold on. Before we go on to our Chinese hatred tirade.
Oh my
let's say
god.
this- okay, Nick, introduce a little bit about yourself. What are you about? What do you do?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm new to the podcast. I'm Nick. I was in the old Discord. I met all of you fine people. And then I got friends with Robert. Then I met Cyberracist. And I have a YouTube channel. And I'm in a comedy group. And we're trying to make videos that make you go, ha ha. And that's it, pretty much.
And I would just really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and click the bell. To let
No,
me
I do
know.
not want to do that. I'm
I would
not-
actually. Can you imagine? Nick, imagine how gay it would be if you ever were like, if you ever had to like walk up to an executive and just be like, "Hey, look at our YouTube channel." And you
Hey,
just
can you
show
watch
it
our
to-
YouTube? I go up to Tim Heidecker. Hey, can you watch your YouTube channel? It's really funny. I think the kids will like it.
Yeah,
You can feel the stench of like your bedroom that you haven't left in 12 weeks. You can like smell the open piss bottles, like the 2-liter cans.
I wanted to do a sketch where we would take a neck beard and then like he hasn't left his room in months, so he smells. So we put him in like a box and he's still looking at his computer, so he still thinks he's in his room. And we just have him like on like one of those Power Wheel carts and have him like start running people over or something like that. And, like,
so you mean it's like a big fucking cardboard cube that he just runs over people?
yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, dude, oh man, this is living.
Yeah. On the outside, you see like people crushed under skid marks.
Yeah, exactly. They just,
Just
like run
ripping-
over. He like drives through a mall. He just
It's like, oh, what's that movie? It's like a mall cop movie where they literally barge through and ruin like an actual ongoing mall.
yeah, exactly, like a fruit cart. Oh god, that'd be great. Yeah, but
Okay,
yeah.
but back to the topic. Yeah, I unabashedly hate China. Like,
God damn it!
No,
No,
Nick.
I don't. Why are we talking about this?
Okay, because Chalik. Okay, let me explain why I dislike China.
Okay.
Number one, every single video featuring animals or humans or anything in general just tells me that Chinese culture has no form of morals whatsoever. Like, okay, Kelly,
Well,
please explain the video that I showed to you yesterday.
So, I'm sure everybody's seen it by now. It's like it's a video of the like Chinese people. They're like a fur company. They make fur coats and stuff like that. All fur
Okay.
products. And they take like these real life raccoon dogs and they like put them on like a hook while they're still alive, and you see them flailing around. And then they just like they basically skin it like you would normally skin something. They cut the little incision above the muscle, and then they just rip the skin off of it, and they pull it off. It looks like a sock almost. And then they throw them all into this truck. All of the raccoon dogs, they pile them on top, and you can see their like bloodied bodies, and they're just like sitting there, and it's really uncomfortable to watch. So and that's just representative of the whole entire Chinese race.
No, not like that. I just meant that
Savages.
I hate. No, it's just that I hate the entire nation of China because their rules and regulations are so fucked up. Listen, Nick, do you know about the Chinese rule when it comes to like accidental damage done to people?
No, I don't. What do you mean accidental damage done to
Like
people? You mean like an
manslaughter?
like as in like an accident, like a car accident?
No, just like someone like let's say someone gets like smashed, right? Like against the fucking
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, or just like worker accident or whatever, right? Chinese people aren't legally obligated to stay still and help them. They can just walk over or not care. So if a Chinese person runs someone over, they actually gain more from driving over backwards and running them over again, making sure they're dead before they keep driving.
Yeah, I mean, at least if you're gonna do something, put them out of their misery. But I'd rather you try
No,
and
but
help
that's
them.
like that. No, that's
Like,
ridiculous.
I'd rather
Take them to a hospital. What the hell?
Listen, what I was about to say, I'd rather you help them, but you know how the Chinese are. You gotta work. Well, just rather Asians in general. You work. So
maybe Hirohito was right. Maybe it's
But hey guys, you want to see this video of this guy blowing glass sugar? That's pretty good. Yeah, it's from China, so I guess you guys are wrong about China.
Yeah, let's watch some Chinese industrial accident videos.
No, I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to
do that.
I said it last time. Like that's the stuff that fucks you up, man. So you get like
like
you
you
have
get
nightmares.
That's how
here's
you
the
get
thing,
demons
right?
in
Like,
your head.
if I'm just like accidentally just like looking at my Facebook feed, and one of my retarded friends just likes a video of some horrific thing, then I'll watch it. But I'm not like willingly going to go out and search it
and
up.
he like posts a comment, haha, that was my uncle.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Shut up!
lol.
Shut the fuck up! I imagine how funny it would be. Your grandpa gets run over, crushed beneath a fucking huge tractor. It zooms in on his fucking disgusting body, and the only comment on Facebook is, "Hey, that was my grandpa." Hey,
He's like, shout out at my grandpa, and it's like actually
yeah, he dead, but I miss that guy. This is fucked up. This podcast is terrible.
No,
Let's
this
talk
is
about
great.
something else entirely.
All right,
Talk
so
about how
some Chad
Chad we
power
are.
plays you guys have done, like stuff that you've done to just completely obliterate somebody's like mind. You know, you're such a Chad that your tea rubs off on them. They grow a little bit too.
Okay, I'll go first by this. Basically, I'm sitting in a group call with a bunch of pals, and there's this one guy that I don't know too well, but I don't really care about him. So it's I'm impartial, let's say, and I'm like, how can I get him out of the cool? I'm like, how can I get him to leave the cool? So I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. I got nothing else to do. So I just I have my camera on. I just whip out my dick and start jerking off. He, obviously, looking at him, he becomes visibly uncomfortable, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is working. This is gonna get him gone. So obviously he's looking all nervous, and he's like, I have to go. So I was like, and I'm like, yeah, power move, bitch.
What was the reaction from everyone else in the group?
Did you come in the
They were
webcam?
like, oh my god, did Robert just start jerking off on cam? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, oh shit, he left. And I was like, the guy, he left. And they were like, oh shit.
Wait, where did you finish though? Where did you finish?
I turned on
You
my
finish
camera
on the webcam?
No, I should have.
I think all my Discord friends have seen your wangus.
Oh,
and
everybody's
sent
seen
me.
my PP.
I haven't. I'm a virgin to Robert.
So what's
Same
what's
here.
your size, Robert?
Don't worry, Chris. We're probably the same size.
Like, listen, literally, like this week, I saw Robert's dick for the first time, and like,
How was it?
fucking- It was very normal. Robert, you have a very normal dick.
I
But
have
at
a
the
very
same-
cute peen.
Listen, like to all the gay twinks out there who might hit up a Robert, he has a very normal penis.
I
so
will kill.
Excellent.
Kill twink.
I will
You
kill
have-
Twinks. he
this is
says.
fucking
What,
no.
what are you?
You're fucking.
What
okay.
are you? A gay?
Okay, wait. Speaking of power stories.
Yeah, that you've done, Cyber.
Okay, so one that comes to memory. Wait, I have a couple actually.
Tell the ones where you're at a party and you put a cigarette butt out on a guy.
Oh yeah, that one. That has actually happened. So what ended up happening was me and another guy were very drunk at a party at a friend's house, right? And I don't like this guy, and he's been talking shit to me during the entire party. So I'm like squishing some figs, right? I've had like 3 cigarettes in a row, just standing outside, and he's just like obviously talking and talking. It's like it's the equivalent of like a fucking verbal moan, right? Just a constant barrage, slap, 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 word, word, word. And what I just do at that point is I turn around, I look at him up and down, and I squish the cigarette on his throat, and I walk away, and he just is left there standing. As I do like a quick fucking turnaround, just like peek him, and he's just standing there, mouth hanging, and he doesn't know what the fuck to say. I just go inside and I drink like 4 shots, and I pour till I pass out.
See, that's Chad. That's ultra Chad, bro.
Yo, I found a video of this like foreign kid grilling frogs.
China's good. I love China.
China's good.
China-
China.
Yo, can we get a China sponsorship? Can the entire fucking continent?
Ding,
all
ding,
of
ding.
it.
China
Oh,
sponsorship.
wait, guys.
This
It's time
podcast
for
has been. What's time for what?
time for a sponsorship.
Ding,
yeah,
ding,
I
ding.
forgot we had this in. Yeah, our
Ding,
sponsorship
ding,
is Chimichang's fucking Chinese shop. Is,
Oh, let's bring him in. Let's bring him in.
God.
Chimichang. How's it going,
Benny
Chimichang?
Wong's fried rice, my
Oh,
favorite.
yo, dude.
my name's Chimichang.
Oh, hello, Chimichang. What are you talking about today?
What we talk about today? I don't know.
Wait. Did I give you some salt you were supposed to sell?
No.
Okay. Never mind. Did you eat up all the soap? God damn it!
Yes.
I was supposed to use that in the shower later. You fucking idiot! Stupid fuck! God damn! You fucking swanty retard! Get the fuck back in the paddock! Get in the paddock!
No.
Get in the paddock! I'm not talking to you anymore.
I don't make rice.
No rice for you. No rice for you.
No.
You ate soap. You eat soap.
Dear God.
Nick doesn't appreciate racism.
It's good thing we got Chimichang out of here. He's a fucking.
Yeah, that guy
Yeah.
was a real piece of work.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy thinks with his.
He's like a racist uncle, you know. It's like he's family. He comes to the cookout. He says the N word, and you're like, he can't be saying that. And he was like, why not?
Robert, it sounded like he said racist on Kool-Aid.
What?
Unracist Kool-Aid? No, that doesn't.
Kool-Aid racism has sparked the nation.
Yeah, why will the
One sip will turn you into Richard Spencer's gay boyfriend.
One sip will make you look like Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah, is that what happened? No, is that what it does to white people? It just turns you into an Eminem.
Yeah, just turns you into a very normal white rapper.
Yeah.
Yo, before fucking Shitty Wong came in and interrupted, I want to hear Chalik's most Chad story.
My most Chad story? I mean, I got this one story where, I mean, it's not very long. My brother used to have a PlayStation 2. Used to. And I think I was like a little toddler, and I was just real pissed off at him for something. So while he was in the room, I just peed on his PlayStation 2, and it was ruined. It was absolutely obliterated.
That's what. Oh my God. That's
No. It gets worse too, because he also had a Game Boy, and I wasn't even like, I wasn't trying to be mean. I just took his Game Boy and I flushed it down the toilet. And he still talks about it to this day. It's my ultimate Chad move. I don't think it's
Hero.
top that.
That's what a friend of mine did. But his older brother got him to drink all this water, and then he locked all the restrooms, and he started laughing at him. But then his little brother like ran into like his room and locked it, and he just started pissing on everything.
Wait, fucking hold on, Nick. First off, I have another segment I want to bring up. Chris, do you have anything?
For Chad
power
thing,
move?
I mean, most recently, I've been talking to this one girl. It's, you know, college life, bro, because that's what we living in. And we've been hanging out. We've been hanging out, doing our thing. And while we were just, you know, doing the dude, she kept getting text messages from this one dude. I was like, oh, who's that blowing you up? And it's like, it's this guy Chris. You know, meanwhile, my name is Chris. He's like, you know, he's all right. I gave him my number because I just want to like study with him or something. But he's being really fucking weird about it. And I was like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be fucking me.
Wait, you were with the girl, and then she was. Wait. That has to be like one of the trippiest things ever.
Right?
What if I'm texting her right now and I just don't like?
Yeah, no. But I'm with the girl. We're doing whatever. So then after that, I realized I fucking take her out, get some food for her, drop her off back at the fucking her dorm, and I realized I left marks all over her fucking neck, bro. It looks like a goddamn war zone. And she told me that this Chris guy was right next to her, fucking like he's like 3 doors down, like in the same line. So hopefully. When she walked back in, the dude was gonna be like, "Oh, hey, babe, hey," and you see fucking look like she got bear attacked.
Oh,
No, what if like she asked him, "Hey, what happened to your neck?" And she looks and says, "Chris did it." And she just goes into the room, really mess with his head.
Yeah, I was like, she has long hair, right? So she could cover it, but she went in a bun. So maybe she's trying to stun on somebody.
Yeah, that's I would
Jesus.
just get him to back off. There's like one picture of this dude who keeps trying to text this girl, and she's like trying to tell him to stop responding. And the most recent picture she sends is her getting railed on by some guy.
Yeah, it's like she's busy.
She's giving the
text later.
finger.
I'm busy getting fucked a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Yeah.
Nick, do you have any power stories of you like fucking one-upping someone?
No, I mean, I have to think about it. See, I can't be put on the spot, or else my mind goes completely blank. I'm trying to think of like one time where this actually happened.
Okay, wait, I can narrow
What?
it down for you. Okay, like do like fucking I don't know, think like third or like sixth grade.
6th grade.
Or some shit like that. Like,
Okay,
fucking-
well, I don't know. If I'm thinking of a middle school story, it isn't going to be that good. I do remember there was this one time these dudes were like picking on me at like the courtyard, and then like I wanted to get them in trouble. I wanted them to get them in trouble, so I saw that they were reading like something in the way back of the courtyard. So I went, and so when they left, I found that they had a bunch of these like gay little like porn magazines or something like that. So I hid it in their so I think what I remember doing is that I remember like to get revenge, I just went into like, let's say, I think their desk, when because there's all like an open space in this, and had it like leaked out or something like that, and then the teacher saw it and started swearing at them like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, well, that's just like a revenge story, not a
Yeah.
Chad story.
Yeah,
So,
exactly, because
you're
I
just
wasn't a
inferior.
Chad in middle school, so I ain't.
I have another topic relating to one-upping people. It's getting into fights as a kid, because I have like 150 million stories of me beating the shit out of some other kid or something retarded. So actually, I was gonna say, let's have like childhood stories. I have one that I remember that I will always remember because it was so funny, because it was so retarded. Okay, so this must have been when I was like 9 or 10 years old, right? And we're in the entryway into our classroom. We're just sitting on like the first like break, right before the first lesson starts. And this one fat kid that I fucking hate, his name is Sebastian. He walks up to me and he's like throwing this big fucking metallic airplane around. He's like slapping it against all my friends, and they're all just like, what the fuck? And he's just like, and yeah, like total fucking cunt. And I'm just sitting there eating an apple, having a chill fucking day, cool guys chill day live, and I'm just like eating that fucking thing, right? Guess what ends up happening, right? He comes up and he stands like on the opposite side of the fucking corridor, and he throws it at me, hits me in the side of my fucking eye. I just look down, I'm like, "Ugh." And I just fucking stand up like fucking Piccolo. I look over, and with a straight arm, I take the apple that I've been eating and I chuck it perfectly at his fucking nose. And I hear a big fucking thunk sound as blood flies to the side, and he just runs off crying because I smacked him like 3 of his milk teeth. And I walk out and I look down and I just see this fucking big blood spurt. And he didn't come to school for like the rest of the week.
Wow.
Because I threw a fucking apple and like almost killed him.
Now that's a Chad move.
I have another story. It didn't really have to do with me, but I was involved in the situation. It was like on the football field that was located next to the courtyard where we all ran around in. And basically, like, I remember being on the bleachers with my friends, and this one dude was getting into some beef. We called him Raul because that was his name. And at some point, like, Raul was being swear out by this girl and these other people. Then Raul got like really mad. Then we saw him like go over to like the middle of the court field and just like pointed away from us. And everyone's like, what the hell is he doing? And he pulls out like this Gatorade bottle. And then when he turns around, the Gatorade bottle is like filled with this yellow water. We're like, what the? Oh shit, that's piss.
Shit, that's piss.
And then he started running towards him and started like swinging the bottle towards him and stuff like that.
All right. So that actually does remind me of something. So when I was in 5th grade or so, my friend would give me like his Ritz crackers from Lunchables. Some people here might already know this story. He would give me like his Ritz crackers from his Lunchables. So one day I had the bright idea to take one of the Ritz crackers and put it in my pants. At this time, I thought dick jokes and stuff like that were funny. So I put it in my pants, like in my crotch area. And since it's still elementary school, we had recess. So at the time of recess, I go out, right? And these 2 kids that sat next to me, Adam and Alex, we'll call them. I give them this little Ritz cracker, right? And I split it in half and I say, you guys should have this. And while they're eating it, my ultimate Chad move is I tell them that the cracker was in my crotch. And It was by far my most Chad and ultimate move.
You just put your little 1-inch wang on it, you folded it in between your balls.
That's disgusting. That's like something a pervert would do in like a subway station.
Yeah, that's like literally.
Hey, kid, you want to take a swig of my liquids?
Okay.
Wait, no. What I wanted to say, I think is better, was because when you were telling Chad stories, it made me think when Chalik said something about fucking pissing on a PS2, it made me think of a childhood anti-Chad story. I was at this Haitian church, right? Because I'm half Asian. It was basically all black kids, all these like bully black kids. And so I go up to them. I got my little fucking Game Boy. I don't know what I'm playing, fucking Metroid or something. But the dudes are like, "Oh man, you got a Game Boy? That's pretty fucking cool. Yo, I can show you a little trick with it." And me being a little bastard, I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, man, whatever." So I give him the Game Boy. He's like, "All right, no, for the trick to work, you gotta look down. You have to like stand out, look down, or whatever." I was like, "Okay."
No.
So I just look down. The nigga takes the Game Boy, does a little leap, and busts the thing over my fucking head. Literally, the batteries fly out. The screen is cracked. He just right on top of my fucking skull. I topple over like
He made you
I didn't know what
retarded.
was going on.
He could have paralyzed you if you hit you in the right spot.
He goes over the mom, like basically everybody sees it. Like this was just like we were like a very slight aside. So the mom comes over. I guess this is like a little redeeming thing. She comes over and she basically breaks his neck. Like she grabs him by the throat and starts slapping him so hard. Like how the fuck could you do that? My mom is like cradling me like a dying like lamb. Like I'm gonna fucking go into cardiac
You're in a
arrest.
biblical painting with like you're in like the what is it, the one where it's like the Tsar kills his son and he's like holding, you get, like this horrified look, like what have I done?
I got a few stories of how many like fights I've seen. So I'll tell a few of them. Actually, no, it was just this one unfortunate kid that kept getting like punched or like hit in the mouth by something. So
Was it like a sitcom, the recurring joke?
It more or less, but it was like kind of unfortunate. So basically, this is kid. He's called like Ronan or something. He's tiny. He's this little man. Comparatively to me, I'm like, I'm not the biggest guy. I'm like 5'8", but this guy's like 5'4", and he's like, he's got little man syndrome basically.
He's a man.
So there's these two separate occasions. So we're playing baseball of all things, and obviously we didn't have any equipment apart from bat and ball and a couple of gloves. Sometimes we didn't even have gloves. So he steps up the bat. The pitcher throws it at him, hits him straight in the fucking mouth.
Oh my God.
You just see the baseball just fucking recoil off his like fucking lips, his head thrown back, just like a spray of blood just going backwards. We were like sitting there like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
And then the one time he was sitting in like the fucking basketball court or some shit. And this older kid, like I think like 2 years older than him, like I think he was talking shit to the guy. So he just punches him in the fucking mouth once. He runs out of the court. He's just on his knees, just like fucking trying to like hold his mouth, and he's just bleeding like profusely.
Ugh.
So yeah, that guy got punched in the mouth a lot of times.
Jesus Christ.
We would
Need some dental
also try to organize like the really retarded kids to fight each other as well.
That's just
It's
funny.
like retard
I
fight club.
remember in high school, this one kid I knew, I'll call him Dale. He used to go to gym with me, big 4chan guy. There was like this autistic kid or something, retarded, and he's like, Nick, come here. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And it's like, oh, look what I got the kid to say. Look what I got this kid to say. Say it, dude. Say it, Bill, or something. And he says, Allah Akbar, or something like that.
That's funny though. That's really funny.
I
Getting
only
retarded
have-
people to parrot you is funny. I think that is funny.
Terrible.
It's mean spirited, but it's in such a stupid fucking way that it's like I can't feel bad about it. It's like, what is it? But I once got like one of our like I made like one of my friends. He's also got autism, or like he's got one of those Asperger's-esque things, right? So what I got him to do was I got him to fall for a ligma joke, and I didn't mention it. And then he thought about it, and after like 2 minutes, he just turns around to me and he's just like, "Hey, fuck you!"
You smack him in the back of the head when he turned back around.
Yeah, I have so many stories of me getting like fucking drop kicked in school. That this was the thing that they did to me. Like, the thing was, I was like the bully joker, essentially, right? Where it's like I get away with like doing all the dumb shit, and everyone beats the fuck out of me, but they all like me for some reason. So it's like, you know, those classmates that would just come up to you and like slap you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just the guy who just every single person walked up and slapped in the back of the head. So at one point in time, right, I was literally just standing outside a fucking bathroom stall waiting to take a piss. I turn around and one of my friends called Daniel, he just walks up to me. He's like, hey Cyber, can I test something on you? And he's just like, and I'm just like, oh, sure, okay. And I'm just like, yeah, can you just stand there for a bit? I'm just like, yeah, okay. Fucking, he stands away like 9 feet, right? 9 feet distance. Bolts at me, fucking both legs crossed, like fucking sideways, literally fucking pin man standing. Drops it right in my fucking chest.
Oh my god.
He smashes me into the back of the fucking door handle. And I'm just like still standing, but it hurts like fucking crazy. Just leaning to the side like, why the fuck did you do that? And he's just like, oh, I just thought it would be funny.
I just thought it would be funny as his excuse.
Same,
he like
Yeah, like,
obliterates
no, we literally
your
did that,
essential
though.
organs and you die. He's like, yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
did that
funny.
all the fucking time, though. Literally, one time what I did was I got a fucking iPad, right? What they do with the iPads in our school, first off, they gave us iPads in our school. Second of all, they what they did was they gave us like these essentially like fucking covered like army platings, right? So that we could protect the iPads, right? What I did at one point was I walked behind my friend Alfred, and he's busy working on some gay German thing, and I'm just like I throw a bit of crunched up paper that I have. I throw it right ahead of me. He notices up and he's like, huh, what? And then he notices up. I grab the fucking thing with both my hands and I smash it over his head like a monkey, and he fucking smashes his head into the fucking table, and he just looks up to me, and he's just so disappointed in me, and I'm fucking dying laughing, and he's just like, you are fucking retarded. I could have broken my nose. And I'm like, I don't care, faggot. Fuck you.
Oh, you said it just like that?
No, not like that. Of course, I was speaking Swedish, so it's just like, haha, big, ni fan egg.
All right, Nick, what about you?
What about me? I remember getting my shit kicked in back in middle school, so let me think of one. Yo, wait, I remember one. My friend Martin, he was getting stalked by some chick, and she was weird. She's like, I think she's a lesbian now, but basically she really wanted him in like in that way, and it was like really strange because she was like, you know, she was like a ham beast, not a complete ham beast, but you know. More to the point where she was really rude about it and really like, why did you love me? And then like she would chase him. So I remember like after class, like he's like, Nick, you gotta help me, man. You gotta help me, man. They're gonna find me, man. They're gonna stab me, man. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Then like these, you know, there's these 4 of just, you know, like these scene kids, or like 12 of them, and then 12 of these chola girls come like, you know, marching down, like, give us more dinner, we're going to kick you. Or something like that. No, it's not really that good of a story. I just remember being terrified because this Chola woman was like, I remember them grabbing my arm and saying, we're gonna take you back into like the back of the gym. We're gonna rape you.
What?
Oh my
Whoa! Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, right.
Back it up.
I was like, whoa.
What?
That's a danger. No,
I totally remember them telling me that. It was like, oh shit.
You should have turned the tables on them. You should have said, no, I'm gonna rape you.
I'm not locked in here with you.
You're locked in here with me.
It's like,
You know what would have put in power move? You should have just pulled down your pants. Like, you assume you're the one who's gonna rape me?
I remember there was a fight between the cholos and the popular kids, and there was going to be a
Oh
huge
god, you
brawl.
told me this. Oh
Yeah,
my
there was going to
God.
be huge. Okay, so I remember being at school and I had like a lawn chair with me so I could watch it. On the courtyard, there was going to be a huge brawl between the chola kids and the cholo kids and the preppy kids, because one of the cholo kids threw an orange peel at the preppy kid, and that was, you know, a call for war.
What a good reason to start a fucking gang fight.
Exactly, and it was legit. There was like 20 people on each side or something like that when I remember it. They're all wearing, one was wearing, you know, black clothes, all the edgy clothing. So one of the cholo kids had like a plastic fork they were going to like stab people with. And it was fucking funny. And I remember Officer, I'll call him Officer, now just Officer Mexican came out. Tell him that. He's a great guy. He came out. He's like, what's going on here? And like they all just started running and like screaming.
Pussies. They should have
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
ganged up.
we
They had
never
a
did
common
that.
enemy. They had a common enemy.
You know what? That never happened. When a teacher came out, if anything, the fight intensified.
No, that's the thing. If a teacher came out, people ran.
No, not for me. From on my school, what ended up happening was, oh shit, the teacher's coming. I gotta get my fucking
And start the
blows in.
fight. Yeah.
No, that's like I gotta get my fucking blows in. Like literally, what ends up happening is like, okay, so like a little bit of a brawl is going on, right? Someone just like is shoving each other and whatever. Someone calls a teacher comes over, and they're like, oh shit, the teacher's over here. Fuck, I gotta beat the shit out of this kid. So
Real
what the fucking did was literally what ended up happening was like every other time that someone got in a fight, they just got fucking like drop kicked before the teacher could do anything to stop them.
I remember in the 8th grade, there was like these two kids weren't actually fighting, but they were sent to detention, and like this was like towards the end of the year. So I guess like a group of like the popular kids were pissed off about it, so they performed a strike, and they said they weren't going to go to class, or else they were until they were released from detention. And it was really, they like made posters and shit, and it was
what kind of like school are you going to? It's
I
like
went to
jail cell.
this was middle school. It was so stupid because like they started protesting. They protested during like recess, and then like when the bell rang, they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to school." It's like, "What are you talking about? We gotta stay out here. We gotta like protect their rights or some bullshit." And then they're like, "I don't get in trouble," and then they just ran in.
I want to go home.
I want to go
Okay, wait, Robert, what's on your mind right now?
I'm looking at 4chan.
Okay.
You're just a loser.
Yo, no. I got a story though. I got one story. This is the only fight I had in like all of middle school, right? Because I was a nice kid. I was a lovable kid. I was friends with all the bad kids. That was the one thing. Like all like the fucking the hard Mexican kids, like my boy Carlos and all those shits. Like they all thought I was funny. So I never got into fights. But there was this one faggot white kid. He's probably a white supremacist at this point. But he really just didn't like me for no reason. We were in shop class, and he put us together as partners. And I looked better than him. But what he did, I made a better fucking like car for the little like derby things, like the Boy Scouts. You make like a woodcraft car and you race them. I had a way fucking nicer car than him, and he wanted to fuck mine up, and he almost did. He like tried to attack it. So it's like, bro, what the fuck's your problem? He was being an asshole about it. So we go outside. When they're like flying kites or whatever, and he's like, yeah, you want to fight? Let's fucking fight about it. He comes at me. He starts clawing me like a fucking tiger. Like he literally scratches my face because all he knows how to do is like rake. He's just throwing fucking rakes at me. So what I do is I
He's
hit
like
him.
a Pokemon, and the only thing in his like move arsenal is like
The only thing in his,
scratch.
There's no more PP in his move. He just keeps fucking scratching me. And I don't know how to fight. I'm a little boy. We both start crying is the funny part. Like people, like we're little kids hitting each other, so we're like there's tears in our eyes. But he doesn't land any solid blows. He just scratches my face a couple times. I finally get him on the ground. I just start beating his forehead. I focus on nothing but his forehead. And I'm not strong, so it's not like I'm fucking breaking his head. But I just keep like hitting like right on his forehead.
I'll beat some sense in that brain of yours.
Yo, brand news breaking update. Piss World news breaking. What do you call it? News immediate. Breaking news. Yeah. Tim Heidecker did a podcast with H3H3. Inevitable Sam Hyde comments incoming. Oh God, it's already starting.
Okay, so I don't know why that just reminded me. Terry A. Davis just died yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's actually dead.
He was insane.
Okay, no, you know what? We're having.
But is he actually dead? Is he actually dead?
He's actually dead.
Holy shit.
He was like a seriously smart guy, but he's just messed up in the head. It's very sad.
Listen, you know what?
Terry A. Davis,
He's dead?
Yeah,
Yes.
he died.
Okay,
Crap.
let's actually. God damn it, we can't just fucking go in. Okay, who is Terry A. Davis?
Terry A. Davis is he's in a gist. He was a skit that was also super intelligent. He was a racist, and he was a very religious man as well, who made an operating system completely on his own, something that it would take maybe years for companies to make with a full team, on his own, called Temple OS. And essentially, if you know what gang stalking is, he was like he had the personality of a gang stalker, fanatic or something like that. And it's just.
So do you mean that he believed that he was gang stalked?
In some of the videos, it seems like yes, he did. But then he was also a racist, and with this key line, if you don't know who he is, maybe you know his phrase, glow in the dark CIA niggers.
And Chalik can say that because he has the N-word card. It's fine.
And well, yeah, because I'm black, huh?
Everybody in here, look, black cards were distributed at the beginning of the podcast to everybody.
You get one use.
Wait, you guys are back?
You didn't even know.
No, I didn't.
Cut the podcast.
Actually, speaking about cutting, we have been going for 41 minutes.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? We're having a fun discussion.
We have ADHD children. They can't sit for a 41-minute video.
I think fucking can.
Audiences.
Oh my god, if we have a dumb fucking if they can listen to fucking 2 hours of a bunch of new-grown animators talking about sucking dick.
Yeah,
I was about to
they're all
say,
interesting, and they fuck cuter girls than us.
Yeah, we ain't interesting. Stop telling the truth. I'm gonna start crying. Don't make fun of Piss World.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I think we should tell a story about how Luigi broke into my house in the middle of Christmas.
Ooh, that's kind of hot.
What?
A man dressed in a Waluigi costume stole my Christmas presents.
Why did he do that?
What a dick.
Because I had a Game Boy and he really
Oh, no.
wanted one.
What is with Game Boys being the central, violence?
So much Game Boy was like, it was like drugs. It was like drugs for children. Like you trade Game Boy games, like it was basically like your sling.
You rape somebody for your Game Boy. It's all the same.
I do not.
Expensive.
Can you imagine just like going to like high-end fucking New York jail and just like you're literally sitting around doing cocaine on the line and no one gives a fuck, but you just bring up the Game Boy fucking Pokemon Emerald and some guy literally just yanks you down and starts raping you.
Yeah, what are you in for? Game Boy trafficking?
What are you in for? So like, can you imagine just like bringing your fucking like no one gives a shit about you, literally like fucking bringing in a knife and just like flexing it. And then some guy comes over with a Nintendo DS Mario Kart and everyone just starts mass raping him.
Yo, put that shit away,
seriously?
bro. What the fuck?
Mario Kart though, okay, you just remind me. Mario Kart, it just the whole series is an incredible like game series. Have you seen like the speedrunners for Mario Kart? They are on drugs.
Like, what do they
They're
do?
doing coke.
What's so specific about them?
Okay, oh my god, they're inhuman. It's like just.
Cuts and stuff.
Oh, not just ultra shortcuts. Have you seen anything for like Mario Kart 64 or Mario Kart DS? Mario Kart DS blows my mind the most because I tried speedrunning that game, and it's not that difficult when you look at it. Like if you read the concepts and the strategies, it's not that difficult. There's this thing called basically you just drift. You basically drift the whole time while you're going through a match, and it's incredibly difficult to do. And when I look into it, and when anybody looks into it, it's incredible to see how these speedrunners like get through playing the games, and that goes for everything. But Mario games just in general, you get the most insane
speedrunners are fucking
speedrunners.
magical, bro.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like when I was watching people do like Dark Souls speed runs or whatever the fuck, like that shit's crazy. What I really do like is the classic ones like Legend of Zelda, where you just see a dude like, all right, I'm gonna be using half game skip, and you just hear Link go like, and he's like jumping fucking backwards, and he phases through the universe, and then teleports to Ganon's front door. And it's like,
what's going on?
Like he just buys like 15 bombs and like a fucking shell.
The guy has like a cam on his fingers, and you can see his like controllers like tilted at a 90-degree angle. He's got his hands like in a claw grip on the controller.
He's just pressed 17 buttons in like half a second.
Remember that really stupid man? There was like a really dumb like controller output. I think Andy posted. Burgermeister posted it on Twitter. It was like a weird attachment where it would be like these extended sticks and they'd be all over the controller. I have no idea how it works, but it was like for real gamers.
I think I know the reason.
Real
here it is.
gamers.
I found it.
Gamers.
The Avenger. What was it? Yeah, I found it. It's right here.
Hold on.
Okay,
Do we have a
like.
time for our sponsor, Gamer Convention?
Okay, yeah, it's me, Gamer Convention.
Gamers. Come on, put some enthusiastic into it, gamer.
This part of the podcast is sponsored to you by Loot Boot. It is the boot with the loot. If you order it now, you can get a free bag of sand filled with milk.
Ooh,
And
that's a little bit
That's weird.
soggy.
Okay, so I think Is this made for who's this made for?
Who? What? I don't know. Like, I don't get it. It looks so stupid and blocky.
Okay, so like, how do I explain this? It's like one side of the controller is just a normal controller, right? But
Yeah,
they
and then
like,
the
a
other
bunch of,
side
like,
is like these
yeah,
extra
it's
shit.
just got like a bunch of like extra stringy shit just like slapped on top and drilled on. Okay, let's have one more topic before we call it a day.
We have
Yeah, let's have one more topic. Okay. Any YouTube channels that we have found recently that we recommend watching?
Big Rape.
Oh my god.
This is like the classic.
No, seriously. I made this accidental discovery of a beautiful
I
bald
thought it was
man.
Robert who made the accident.
Robert is a big liar and he's trying to take credit for my discovery.
And he got very personal about it. He had a hissy fit.
Okay, in like the 50 fucking cuts we had to do before we did this podcast, Chalik got actually fucking angry at Robert about that.
Yeah, I was really about to go to Europe to choke him out.
Okay,
You don't
listen,
understand.
Anyways, explain who Big Rape is.
Big Rape. Okay, it says it in his name. He calls himself Big Rape, and the punchline of almost all his videos is like something about racism or something about it's like misogynistic or racist, and it's so funny to watch because he calls himself Big Rape, and he has people in his family. Like there's an extended family of Big Rape. You have Statutory Rape, who is his son. And then you got like other guys, like there's one guy that he works with, I'd assume, because he's in a van with one of them. That it's just like a normal name. I forget. It's like Steve or something, or Larry. And then all these people have just like rape at the end of the names, you know?
Larry
and
Rape.
It's freaky. Larry Rape.
Yeah. There is I think there's one thing I don't know if I should point out or leave it to the surprise for the viewer if there is anybody who ends up searching him up. But there is one video, the first video that Robert ever showed me that like got me like not interested, into watching, but like totally caught off guard.
Is it the one where there's like the 2-second clip at the end?
Yes, there's like he's talking about. Yeah, he's like, what makes a woman happy? Well, there's a thing at the back of her throat. That makes them happy.
Yeah.
How do you get to it? He's like, well, and then there's a 2-second clip of this woman being deep.
So basically, we'll do a video analysis of this like 13-second long video made by Big Rape. He's talking to the camera at first. He's like, "Hey guys, Big Rape here," and then he calls over his son. My son, Statutory Rape, has a question. Come over here, right? And his son is holding a hatchet. His son, Statutory Rape, is holding a hatchet, and he's like standing right behind Big Rape. It looks like he's ready to cleave his bald head off and his like 2000s goatee. So, and he's just talking about how women have this thing at the back of their throat that makes them happy. And then at the very end, like the last 2 seconds, it's just like this very dimly lit like porn scene of like a guy with like a long schlong just going at it at this woman. And it was just out of the blue. It catches you off guard.
This video has been open since last July and it has not been taken down.
It hasn't been taken down. My headcanon is that Big Rape actually raped somebody, and that's just the photo evidence. That's the video evidence. I'm calling him out. I'm calling Big Rape out right now.
You better add Big Rape on Twitter.
At Big Rape. If you want to defend yourself, get on the podcast.
Chalik. He is like a 6'5", like 200-pound man.
He looks like Jason Statham's fucking hotter brother.
You do not cool out that man.
I'm calling out Big Rape right now. You know what? You want to see me? You want to see me in the Pentagon?
The unofficial Piss World podcast host. Let me just say that we do not take account for anything besides me saying that I actually hate China.
Everything else is completely up to jokes. Freedom of speech.
Anyways. I have like one channel that I think what is it? I think Andy showed me this. It's like, what is it? It's this one girl that you found by like looking up like Barney movie, and all she does is like,
oh no, that's the okay. Can I just share this story because I have a lot to do with that.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so man, I don't know if I should share. Okay, so
we were
watching. Came back out now.
We were watching the Barney movie, and we watched the whole damn thing. It was horrible. And then we went to the comment section because we noticed there was a surprising amount. And then we found this YouTube channel had posted in italics American Dad versus Barney the movie 2017 VHS intro. we didn't know what it meant. And then we went into the channel because it said Minnie Mouse Comedy Channel, and we were just assuming, okay, so this is just like we guessed that it was like somebody's like, you know, like one of those comedy channels that you see for kids, like on those YouTubes, you know, the one with the bad CGI and all that.
Like Let It Go, Elsa.
Yeah.
You know,
okay, I found the comment. It says American Dad, Roger's Great Adventure, the movie 2018, and someone just replied, "That's not funny." and so I went to the channel and we discovered these assortment of vlogs that detail the life of this woman who wears very vibrant clothing and lives with her mother, who spends her daily time swearing for no reason and uploading. All her titles are related to either Family Guy or some other family show, and they all have like either Family Guy or Barney, and they all have like these openings, like opening to Family Guy, a very special Family Guy freaking Christmas, and they're all like these fan made intro titles to that, and then there were. And then,
make weird.
Let me just say that like this is a very overplayed like comparison, but I would say that she's sort of the equivalent to female Christian.
Yeah, like there's one notable video is like her like a boom. Hey guys, it's October 21st, 1792
Captain
or something.
Stardate.
And then she steps on a balloon, it pops, she screams, and the video ends.
Is it like recorded on a PlayStation Move camera?
No way, I think my favorite is that she sometimes uploads the same video over and over again, but with different titles.
She's definitely a schizophrenic.
Hold on, let me explain. So I was just scrolling through this YouTube channel after Burger and Nick, and like everyone showed me this, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Because what she's done is she's just like, most likely she's opened up like several different tabs and uploaded the same video on the same channel. It's like 8 different tabs. It's just the same upload of like, oh, Clifford the Dog, Family Guy tribute, Family Dog, Griffin the Family Guy.
And almost all the time, it never includes any of the actual content which is promised from the title.
It never does. It never involves Family Guy or anything to do with that. It just has like an image of like a cat for like 5 seconds.
Yo, you guys trying to get Chipotle after this?
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, then there's one where she looks at the camera and says, "Goddamn motherfucking picture show!"
Okay. I like this.
All right, we're drawing to the end of our time, our 1 hour.
Oh, how about that?
Let's wrap it up nicely.
We talked about nothing.
We talked about essentially nothing, but it will be at least pleasant white noise to whoever will listen to this podcast.
Definitely, I would say definitely. I haven't seen half of the things that they've talked about, but after hearing about these things, I will go and give my single YouTube view to the video, and I will.
And then I will most likely be annoyed and not look at it again.
I will probably never watch this podcast again.
And we're never coming back. This
I'm
is the
never
last
watching
podcast.
Pissville again.
This is the last episode of the podcast.
This is the last episode of the podcast. Robert, what do you have to say?
You just hear like a gunshot.
Okay, cut the recording.
Cut it, guys.
Cut it. Shut it off. Shut it.